You're telling me to sit down?
Sit down, stand up, whichever.
Yeah, he's
right. Hey, we're live.
He's telling us,
welcome.
Hurry up, you're late. No lights.
We're still all kinds of backwards today.
So, my gosh, it's been a productive day, but a little busy.
We got stuffs. Yeah.
This stuff is.
HSGI. Cool. HSGI said new tacos. This is their plate carrier. I forget what kind of plate, which model plate carrier I should say.
It's the brown one.
Really nice. It's got we got our tacos on there. Yes,
they're tacos.
Like you can't eat them.
I don't know if they can see this or not. You should show them that. I like these mags carriers that have these supports in them so that they don't fully collapse, especially when they've got tension on them.
Not to mention they're great because they work for AR-15 or your AK mags.
Yep.
308s can you can smash them in there, but they're not. They do have some 308 ones.
They've got flexibility in both directions because of that. You know.
And then you got pistols that'll fit Glock pistols
I
or.
can't see anything you're doing there. It's behind the belt.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So we got the pistol pouches in the front, and it'll accept everything from single stacks up to your double stacks and so forth. Yay! Come in and out real nice and easy. You kind of lock in pretty tight. So big padded cummerbund. So
a lot of people are like, "Why do I need that?"
Well, I mean,
tell me why you need that.
Preparedness. Unfortunately, it's getting to a point that sometimes you do need those things. So your average everyday internal guy living in the city, I wouldn't necessarily suggest a big thick plate carrier like that. With the plates, those are kind of more for your guys that are out finding themselves on ranches or otherwise in more rural areas where it may become a problem.
People ask me that all the time. You can do this without the plates in it, right? And you're going to want some support there.
I wouldn't suggest it. So if you're going to do something and you don't want to invest in the plate aspect of it, a plate carrier works great. Not a plate carrier, but a chest rig. Something that you can still hold the mags and it's still usable and accessible for all your magazines. Have that kind of go-to that you can grab real quick.
You say plate carrier or chest rig?
The chest rig. I think I goofed on the first one, plate carrier. But plate carrier, if you're going to carry plates. If you're not going to carry plates, go with the chest rig. There's lots of different options out there. HSGI's got some really cool chest rigs as well. Some of them, like this one, actually you can mount them together. So this front panel actually can come off and be run as a regular chest rig, and then you can throw it on as a quick attachment onto the plate carrier. So
I think in today's world, there's nothing wrong with having ballistic protection.
Right.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, that's kind of the world that we live in now. You're seeing in the news more and more stupid stuff happening. For me, I'm a big fan of the chest rigs and the plate carriers. I really like a battle belt.
Yeah, now that's something because that make it a little easier for everybody to justify.
In my closet, I have a battle belt. And the battle belt's got a holster, firearm, tourniquet, spare mags. It's got a place for a cell phone that I keep a cell phone in. It's an old cell phone. If you keep instead of turning your cell phones in, you can keep them charged. You can still dial 911 on one. The tourniquet's a big deal.
Awesome.
Yep.
Quick tourniquet carrier, still that taco design, so really
but
good.
But having that, I like having the battle belt in the closet because I can just grab it, strap it off, and run around in my underwear and chase bad guys at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got it all. I'm ready to go.
Next live show, underwear.
Please warn us on that because I know I want to have that picture in their head. But yeah, and medical supplies.
Yep.
You got to have a blowout kit on your belt. We're poking holes.
Mine's got a flashlight on it too.
It's in a situation where you're probably, there is a likelihood or a possibility that you may end up with holes as well. So there's something to patch some holes up.
And this is a great tool to have if you're going to come train. For doing training, having a battle belt that's got this stuff on it, you're spending a lot of time at the range. Having first aid equipment is good. All first aid equipment is always good. But I like the battle belts a lot, and I do have, I'm a fan of the plate carrier and having ballistic protection worst case scenario kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you got rifle options. There are some pistol options as well, and that I think makes a little more sense for a lot of people. They've got backpack inserts. They've got shirts that are designed to carry them front and rear.
Your kids have plates in their backpacks, right?
They do. They do. It's an unfortunate thing, but they do active shooter drills now, and they're taught in the school system that if there's an active shooter, at least most of the schools are now teaching that you get away from the doors, they bundle up, they all line up in the back, they grab their book bags, and they hide behind the book bag, which is awesome. So I thought, okay, well, one step better than that. So I got a backpack insert for my kids. I bought a $1 little pillowcase sleeve. I threw it inside of there, sewed up the one edge. Yes, I can sew. Sewed up the one edge so it just covers it. And that way, like I talk to my kids, and I mean, I'm very open with my kids and have been since they were little. But it's like, oh, we don't want to talk about this because you don't want to draw attention to it. It's not something that's a toy. It just stays in your backpack. But when that happens, I want you to grab your backpack and hide behind your backpack. If it happens when you're on the bus and something happens, I want you to hide behind your backpack. Because at that point, not only do they have stuff that can be in their backpack that can help slow it down, but if you've got a ballistic rated, and it's handgun only, but a ballistic rated pad in there, it at least increases the overall possibility that you are going to be protected. I carry one in my pack, so it just, I think today it's unfortunately not something you should not have. So, But then
don't disagree with you.
Some other cool HSGI stuff. So this is the HSGI Ankle Rig. Phil's been carrying that around for the past couple of days. So far, I haven't heard him complain about it, with the exception of it's hard for him to touch his ankles at times, but lunch is tough sometimes. But so he came in to me this morning, and we're doing a deal. So if you buy the ankle kit and your trauma kit, and this is going to have all of your real basics. So it's got a tourniquet in there, it's got a set of gloves, got the trauma pad, the trauma gauze, and the trauma dressing, and some gauze in there. Those two, you get 20% off of the kit, so you're looking at about $80 for everything.
Yep.
And very compact, very easy. It's still lightweight, but yet has everything that you need, and that's great for pretty much anything. So hiking, walking, mall shopping, anywhere where there could be
punctures,
an injury.
slashes, serious wounds.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a got a hole in you type kit, but that's kind of something that you want on your battle belt. This is more of like your everyday carry kind of thing.
If nothing else,
nice and compact.
Put that together and throw it in the car. That's a handy package to be able to grab and run out of the car to help somebody to car accident.
Any number
of things.
They're great options. This is not what I'd keep in the car. This is what I'd keep on the body. In the car, you'd want a little more stuff into more of a first aid kit kind of thing. That's where you can have your boo-boo stuff too, your Band-Aids and your Neosporins.
I have a blister. I have a splinter.
Yeah, a little stuff like that kind of gives you a more rounded approach to a first aid thing.
I'm really having a hard time concentrating because of all the negative comments we got from the leg shake last time.
What?
Yeah, quit shaking your daggone legs.
Right. I mean, if people at home are getting seasick because you're shaking your leg too much, you can't blame them for that.
They're already arguing about whether or not you should carry your battle belt at Walmart or not.
Where your battle belt tomorrow? Walmart?
I mean, it is open carry. I can't say that I haven't seen some people doing that. Like I just said, I can't say that I haven't seen that. I wouldn't personally be that guy.
Yeah.
But,
anyway. So we got
may need it.
So we got some sales going on this stuff. Really good inventory.
HSGI stuff. So we just got it in pretty recently, and we got all kinds of stuff. You may have seen a quick video we did yesterday, but we got all kinds of stuff for the SIG days. This is the bad boy 229 Legion.
That thing's nice.
Wow, it's just.
I like the size of that 229
ungodly amount. Yeah, it's awesome.
But we received how many SIG firearms yesterday? 30?
Like 30 something.
30.
I don't know. We have like
brand new firearms.
20. We had 26 365s at one point yesterday, and I believe we're down to 20 of them now.
Actually, I think we're down to like 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have even less. So come grab them now. Come grab them while they're hot. We also
We
got
promise
some
to have some-
X5s. We've got some X carries. We've got 320s of all kinds of variations.
MPX rifle.
MPX, and
Got a-
MCX.
We got a 5.56 on the wall, a couple of
That's the
5.56
MCX.
calibers. The one's the MCX. I think we've got another one that's,
Oh, we got to see. We got I think the
That flat dark
the
earth.
416.
Yep, 416
We've got
maybe.
some treads on their way in. They just haven't
Lots
got
of
here yet.
ammo.
We've got tons of ammo.
yep, optics. We got a bunch of optics coming as well.
And it's SIG days.
That's why.
So, buy anything with SIG, you get tickets. Tickets goes towards a chance at winning a free X5, thanks to SIG. So, big shout out to them. Come see us on the 22nd, 23rd. So, we just had another meeting about it today. We got all kinds of fun stuff. So, we'll have discounts and deals on all the SIG stuff. So, I think we're doing money off of accessories, optics. We'll have Romeo 5s and 1s and
We'll have a rep
3s.
in-house.
We'll have a
answer
rep here.
questions, bring a bunch of new toys to play with.
Yep. You get to shoot guns. So
On us?
shoot guns on us and SIG. Somebody's
Like
got a
that.
giggle
Did they-
switch.
Did they hear that?
Giggle switch downstairs. We're also going to be doing some little seminars, quick deals on showing you how to tear apart a 320, change the grip module over from one size to another. You can go from short to long, everything in between, fat skinnies, the smalls, the mediums, the large, all that good
Our
stuff.
SIG rep's even going to do a free clinic. You're going to have to register for it. We'll get it set up online that you can get out and register for it. But we're going to do a free clinic on, I think, Saturday about
Yep.
suppressors.
Suppressors. It'll be 5 o'clock on Saturday. We'll have a link that'll go up so you can actually sign up, make sure you can secure your spot.
Free.
Free class. How to get one, what are some of the benefits,
What to
care,
look for in a
maintenance, all that
suppressor,
kind of stuff.
how to
what
use them,
look
mount
for,
them.
how to go through the paperwork, what is a Form 3, what is a Form
Yep.
4, what is X, Y's, and Z's.
And then,
And then after that, go down and do. So we'll start
we're
off
going to
doing
shoot some with
something fun
suppressors
stuff.
on them if you didn't figure that out.
Yeah, pistols, rifles, all the goodies. So
It'll be a lot of fun, but you're going to need to
Tons of
register
fun.
for that. I think we're going to have, 30 or 35 seats available for it?
yeah, we still got to try and figure out. And our main concern is not necessarily how many people can get the information aspect of it. We'd love to give out more information about that, but really more of getting onto the range, and being able to feed people through and
Spend some time shooting
and not
Yep.
not just look at them, get to play with them
So,
too. So
put it on your calendar, SIG days, Friday the 22nd, Saturday the 23rd, in-store deals.
free
During the
ammo with
entire
purchase
month
of a
leading up to
rifle
it,
or any of their guns on those weekends.
Yeah, well,
And we'll be doing the drawing at 4 o'clock. So anything that you buy before that, remember, you get tickets. Come
4
in
o'clock
now
on
all the way
Saturday.
up. 4 o'clock Saturday is when we'll do the drawing for the X5. Everybody should be here that way. As soon as you get it, you should go and shoot it and stuff.
sweet.
And free ammo. I like
To
free
shoot.
ammo.
You can't,
Well, yeah, but when people buy guns, any SIG that they buy,
Oh, that's right.
on that whole week, that's that
Get a
Friday
free
and
box of ammo.
Saturday, you get ammo free from SIG. So,
Yep.
big shout out to SIG.
yeah. So you don't have to wait to take advantage of a lot of that stuff that's going on. In fact, be in early and often, get your tickets. Members get double tickets.
Members get double tickets. Lifetime members get free
if you want-
free tickets.
wanna
So
be a
benefits
member-
of being a member, and benefits definitely
Yep.
for being a lifetime member. So
Yep.
lifetime member gets freebies, and then when they buy stuff, they get double points tickets. So
Membership has it.
yeah, membership have its perks, lots of them, all the
I
perks.
like that that's got a friggin' safety on it. Condition 1, ready to run.
Yeah, bang bang booms.
All right, what else? We got stuff going on this week.
Yeah, so we got fun stuff going on. We got IDPA match tomorrow night. Then a big weekend. We've got basic handgun, anti-carjacking, and hand-to-hand all going on Saturday. I think there's some spots still available in at least a hand-to-hand. I don't know if there's any.
Basically, we had a couple people move out of it, so I know we had seats.
So we got like
Yeah, we had a couple people that moved,
couple
so-
seats available for basic, anti-carjacking, and hand-to-hand all on Saturday.
Yeah, so you get time to go there. We got CCW on Sunday. That one might be filled up too. We got another basic handgun on next Tuesday. So if you can't get in on Saturday, get in on Tuesday. Then we've got a low light match on Thursday of next week. Sign-ups will go up on
Stays busy around
Saturday,
here, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Well, you got to keep, it's just boring just sitting doing nothing. So
Like this?
do fun stuff. Like come out, learn about some tactical triage. So we got tactical triage.
With defensive handgun.
Is the following Saturday. That's where you need this stuff.
Yep.
And this stuff and all that good stuff. And then you can learn how to use some of that stuff if you don't. Defensive handgun is also next Saturday. So all kinds of fun stuff.
You got to be following us on Facebook. You got to be go to our website.
Talk to us.
Yeah, go to our website and make sure you're signed up to get our newsletters.
Yep. Instaface.
Because we give lots of good information out on those newsletters.
Sam does a good job of getting everything out of what we got going on. She tries to send out at least one email a month on all the different events that we have, from shooting matches, training classes, so forth. And we try and get that stuff out. So it's actually going out like 45 to 60 days. So it gives you a clue of, hey, this stuff's going on right now, and pay attention because this stuff's coming up. Our classes are selling out so fast that we've got to start stretching things out further so that you guys can know ahead of time, hey, I need to set time aside for this class and that class. People like classes. So
Training is fun. Training is necessary. So all good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Craziness in the news as always.
So,
thank you, St. Louis.
I want to save your first story to do last.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah, it sounds good.
I think the first thing that I want to do is recognize and send our condolences to the family of Captain Jake Ringering over in Godfrey. Died in a house fire yesterday. Sad news. Another example of the selflessness that these people have that respond. They didn't know the people whose house was burning down. They went anyway.
Nor did he care. No.
Just the kind of people that they are. So it breaks our hearts. A true hero, and lots of prayers and support for that family and that community and those brothers and sisters that he worked with. So very sad.
And he didn't ask for anything more.
Nope.
So it's unfortunate for sure.
So this next guy is not related to me. Last name's spelled different.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So this guy, 19 years old, Xavier McLean, not McCain, but McLean, and his roommate Joanne Barner, hanging out inside the house, and somehow accidentally pulled the trigger on the gun. How do you accidentally pull the trigger on a gun? It's impossible. You don't accidentally pull the trigger.
It just went off. The sad news is that discharge killed his friend.
Yeah.
19-year-old young man gone because they were not respecting that tool, that firearm, and
it was one shot. So I understand it was maybe an accidental discharge in some aspects.
It doesn't matter, right?
But accidental, negligent, whatever you want to say.
Treat the firearm as if it's loaded.
Pull the trigger.
Treat the firearm as if it's loaded at all times, which means keep it pointed in a safe direction. Never ever put your finger on that trigger until you've identified your target and you're ready to shoot, and always be aware of what your target is and what's around it. You got to obey those 3 rules every time, every single time.
Yep.
Very, very sad news. This last one I think we need to spend a little time on, and we've talked about this kind of stuff before. We had an incident in Florida a couple of months ago. We had an incident with
St. Louis last year.
Yep, we had a carjacking a week or 2 ago that we talked about.
Yep.
In the middle of the day in a parking lot. Sadly, folks, you gotta if you're gonna put that firearm on, number 1, you better understand what the law is. Number 2, you better understand what castle doctrine and stand your ground mean. And number 3, you better put your ego in your pocket. You are not a police officer. You're not law enforcement. It's not your job to give tickets, or you got to let all that stuff go, because we have an example here of a Amazon driver. Okay, he's illegally parked in a handicap spot. Who has not seen that and gone, what a turd? But the problem is that the gentleman that's in jail on a $100,000 cash bond, charged with aggravated assault and inappropriately using a firearm. I forget what the exact charges are. decided to confront this guy and tell him he's not supposed to park there. The Amazon driver said, basically probably, I'm guessing, said, who are you? Leave me alone.
Probably something along that line.
So the older gentleman took his phone out to record him parked in the wrong spot. The driver took offense to that, got out. There was a scuffle. The scuffle ended. The driver had turned his back and was walking away, and this older gentleman pulled a gun out and shot him in the back.
At least that's the story we're hearing
that's what's
now.
being reported right now.
We also know that there's also some questions in the past about whether he was calmly walking away because the altercation was done, or maybe when he saw the gun he turned and the round came into his back. We don't necessarily know, but the point is, I mean, if they're running away,
why create something?
Yeah.
Why create conflict? Okay, yeah, he's a jerk. You're not the only one that knows it. Other people see that and recognize that.
Right.
But if you're that upset about it, tell Walmart security or call the cops and tell them somebody's inappropriate part. You got to let that stuff go. And that, when you're driving down the road, somebody cuts you off. Yep, that just happened. So what? Right?
Cutting off is one thing, but you also have to remember that in the parking lot is private property. The cops really can't actually give them a ticket, I don't believe, for parking in a handicapped space.
Yeah, they can. They can fine you for that.
In a public or a private parking lot?
Yep.
They won't do anything if I get in an accident in the parking lot?
No, but those spaces...
So, nonetheless, the point is, there's bigger fish to fry.
Why create a problem?
Right. And if you do, literally, if the guy turns and you're no longer in immediate threat, he's not an immediate threat. So
let me tell you what's going to happen now. I mean, we've had a couple of these instances that have happened around the country. The media is going to latch onto that like it happens all the time. And every one of us who do the right things and believe in our right to keep and bear arms and to protect ourselves, that we have a responsibility to do so, are going to face a lot of criticism over this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We had what was it, several months ago, a father and son shot a guy and killed him over throwing away a mattress that they didn't approve of. That turned into a deadly conflict.
Yeah.
Folks, please, we got it. We
sign up for a CCW class. Come in, find out what is the rights and wrongs of when you can and cannot,
and be cool.
And then pay attention.
Be cool.
It happens every day.
Plus, nothing upsets people more than when they want to fight and you're like, okay, have a nice day.
I just had that the other day. Had this little twit in this one of them little fart box cars, little smart cars. All of a sudden, just he's doing that whole I'm going to follow right alongside the other guy, and the other guy started slowing down to get off, and so he slows down. I'm in the left lane, and I'm just cruising behind him. We're going down the highway. He starts slowing down. I don't know if that guy got a little upset or what, but that guy pulled over, and so I'm kind of like, hey guy, and there's other guys behind him, so they start pulling forward and I can't get over, and this guy just keeps slowing down. I guess thinking that I was riding his tail.
Okay.
I could have been a little bit, but it wasn't bad.
You drive a red Stanger too, so they automatically...
He's behind me, and it's at night. He couldn't see what I was. Yeah. And nonetheless, he decides to go pulling up and slam on his brakes and so forth. So
you got brake checked?
I had that opening, and I just meandered over, and as I'm cruising past, I could see him all getting mad, and I just smiling and waving, which got him even more mad. And then he's trying to stomp on the gas because you could hear that little fart box. And so I just kind of accelerated in front and kind of moseyed over and kept waving.
That's another thing.
Big smile.
I mean, we're making light of this, but those are the kind of instances that escalate all the time. My wife on Manchester last week was driving down Manchester. A gentleman pulled out into the turn lane. So here's my rant. The turn lane is not a merge lane. When you pull into that turn lane to come into traffic, it doesn't mean that you drive down there until somebody lets you in. You stop and wait for an opening. Well, this guy pulled out, and literally there was not a car in front of my wife. There was not a car behind my wife, but she was in the left lane because she needed to turn left. But he drove next to her and kept giving her the hard look like she was supposed to get over and let him in somehow. and ended up following her into the parking lot over at Target. Scared her to death over something minuscule like that.
Learn how to drive, people.
Yeah.
Learn how to drive.
Not just learn how to drive, but just friggin'.
There's other people on the road.
You don't own the road. You're not a cop.
Chance to.
Just let it go. Let it go.
Pretty sure that's a pretty famous song too. Yeah. Don't be a donkey.
Yeah. Don't be.
Right. Don't be a donkey.
Don't be a Democrat.
I didn't say that. I said don't be a donkey.
Don't be a Democrat.
Well, I mean, you can be a Democrat.
Be nice.
Just don't be one
let
of them
go,
like
cool
AOC
off.
whose brains kind of just fell out.
Yeah. Cool off, be respectful. You're never going to be doing the wrong thing when you're respectful to other people. That's never going to be the wrong thing. Even if you're wrong and you're respectful, you're never, that's never a bad thing.
No. I mean, today's world, I guess, you can be in the wrong for being wrong.
You can be in the wrong for being right today.
Yeah. My feelers, they're more important than facts.
Oh.
Who needs facts?
Hey,
We need feelers. We need to think about our feelers.
What else are we doing? Are we?
That was
Did we cover
got a
everything?
short one, yeah. Other than, I mean, unfortunately, we keep going over the same kind of news articles that
Sadly.
week after week. It's the names change, but the situations sadly aren't necessarily a whole lot different. More carjackings, more shootings.
Every morning.
Some of these are like, I mean,
Yeah, we didn't get over
Just,
into
like,
a lot of the stuff.
fire department, cool. Like the fact that he goes into the problem area, like you got to shake that guy's hand if you can, And those are the kinds of people that lose their life, and the population as a whole is better because of those kinds of people.
Yep.
The others that we're talking about, I mean, this isn't making our society better. This is not making your individual situation better. It's self-serving individuals that are not helping the greater picture. And unfortunately, it keeps happening time and time again. Like, we gotta stop.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. So come to the range, have fun, check us out for SIG days.
SIG days.
Do some
all kinds of
pew-pewing.
fun.
The
Do we have any
weather's
questions and
weather's
stuff
not going
before
to
we
be
sign
nice
off?
this weekend, so
Anybody talking excitement?
Lots of interaction, but no.
they're all talking to each other.
Just hanging out? Well, you guys.
Brian, he's complaining that belt's too clean. It needs much dirt, much use.
And while I totally get that, and for those that are interested,
You can't sell them that way.
come out and,
They're hard
try
to sell.
Two gun
They're
out
hard
at
to sell like
Sparta, or Practical Tactical here.
Jason Brown said he needs
What is
to
this?
get some tack gear for Jack 2 gun.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So this is what it looks like to start off, and this is where you're like, oh, look at how pretty it is. Now go get it dirty. You're right, 100%. Can't argue there. But you got to get this stuff and buy it new, and buy it all pretty, and then make it ugly on your own. So, anything else?
Jason Brown just said we need to put together a battle belt combo deal.
Battle belt.
Come in, let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest problem
you know,
is everybody wants something different.
right, and that's where you're like, what is it you want? What are you setting up for? What is the mindset behind
Well, let's
it?
just
It
do
does
it.
come with a discussion of what we're trying to do here.
If you buy a battle belt and 2 or 3 accessories, we'll make you a deal all day long.
And night long.
So what's your excuse?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Come and talk. Let's talk. Like, what do you need? I personally have a triple setup on the side, and a bit wider dump pouch, but it's pretty much the same setup. I've got a couple extra pouches here. I've got an extra couple of
So
pouches here.
I'm going to say it because I'm self-degrading in that point, but my battle belt has tons of stuff on it.
You have a little more real estate than some
The
other people.
advantages. The advantages.
I can reach all my gear though.
I can reach it.
Just saying. But I get where you're coming from.
I can reach it. You just grab that belt and you just turn it around.
Zing,
Get
zing,
to the
zing.
next thing.
I can get you one of
I've
what
got
is
a
that?
dump pouch. I've got triple mags. I've got a knife. I've got a multi-tool. I've got a sharpener. I've got
Don't have a sharpener.
a canteen,
have a
flashlight. So if you want to carry a lot of stuff on your battle belt, fried chicken.
Wow. So, anyway,
Just saying. We're done. We're done. We're not going anywhere else.
I don't know what you did on that one.
Come see us,
ruined it.
get a battle belt, do
Yeah.
some shooting, be here for SIG days, get some tickets. We're going to give away a gun. Got a special going on
How do you get tickets?
all kinds of stuff.
Buy
So,
SIG stuff.
any
buy
SIG
the
stuff
SIG
that you
stuff,
buy
you get
qualifies
stuff.
for tickets. So up to $100 is one, up to $500 is four or five, and
3.
is 3. 500 to 1,000 is 5, and over 1,000 is 10 tickets. So, and that applies to optics, holsters, magazines, ammo,
Anything that has a SIG name on it.
anything that says SIG.
So, and if you, and I get, some people don't want to buy SIG guns, cool. Buy any
Phil,
gun.
Did we get a comment?
Yeah, I get ammo.
Brian commented and said, preps for World War III. Gets winded going upstairs.
Actually, I don't, because I have a landing. I can stop and rest before I take the second.
So you rest halfway up the stairs. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Brian's talking about.
Well, if I also have my 80-pound backpack on, it's like 2 steps at a time.
You don't even move. You just bundle up behind that thing. Come to me!
I can haul all kinds of stuff.
In your truck.
They call me Shrek at home for a reason.
He's got a big rock. That's a nice rock. Oh, man.
Ogres are like onions. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers.
Yep. All right. Come in.
Come see us.
Have fun.
This is just going to get worse.
Yep. It's
14803 Manchester Road, 636-220-1300, therangeSTL.com. You ready?
Facebook,
I'm ready.
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, do it all.
Look at faces, Instagrams, the tube of views, all the goods.
Yep. He's
Come
ready.
play.
He's ready. We're ready. See ya.
Go
See ya.
away.